and welcome to the podcast. Yes. Welcome back. I just had to charge the phone, and here we are again. So, we were getting into conspiracy theories, which I love. All right. So, the last one I covered, the sound of the pyramids, the butt plug of Africa and of Europe, and all of it. Pyramid scheme. And what else? Yeah, JFK, right? JFK. So John Fitzgerald Kennedy, Mr. Kennedy, President Kennedy. Oh yeah, let me cover that one too. That's another one. So, oh yeah, I'm gonna get into this one a little bit too. So check this out. This is an interesting book so far. Operation Paperclip by Annie Jacobson. That's pretty good. She's awesome. And then we got Chaos by Tom O'Neill, gentleman who followed who did a lot of research on Charles Manson and the CIA and the secret history of the 60s. It's pretty interesting, you know. So I think it's pretty cool. I love history. I don't get all uptight about it. Just like it. So oh yeah, that's another one. So how about this one? How about this one? So we talked about President Kennedy. Now how about Robert Kennedy? Robert Kennedy, right? Where he also got assassinated shortly after his brother. And when Robert Kennedy got assassinated, he had just won the Democratic primary to run for president. So I mean, all he had to do was become president after that. So I guess so. Once it got to that level, right? Once it got to that level, that's when situation escalated to where Sirhan, not to be confused with not to be confused with Wuhan, Sirhan, Wuhan. All right, I don't know, Han Solo. I don't give a fuck. All right, so you got Sirhan. I'm just joking. So you got Sirhan, and I mean, remember we were talking about brainwashing, and basically that's a form of what they call in all these governments, especially communists, are heavy into it, especially on their own people. So, so Sirhan, it looked to me, it just like it looked like the guy was like he was inspired more so than just he just walking in there with a gun and people just missed it. You know what I mean? Like people missed it, but like the guy was sent in there. He didn't just go in there all by himself, even though he was by himself. That's the story sold to the public. But at the end of the day, he's still locked up, and the guy is just not mentally there. Let's just be honest, right? So it's just, I mean, I guess that's the kind of guy you send sometimes. Shit. Yeah, but fucking, that's insane. And then also, don't forget JFK Jr. Like he and his wife and friends and whatnot, they all died in a plane crash. It was foggy. It's foggy. Was it foggy when when Kobe Bryant and his 13-year-old daughter died in a helicopter crash? You see what I'm saying? These are the conspiracies I look into. See, like even Kobe Bryant, people say, "I know he just died in the helicopter crash," but never know, dude. I mean, shit, like, Kobe Bryant. Yeah, probably. There's a lot to that, though. There's a lot to that, especially with that incident with him in Colorado in the hotel. So, yeah, where like he and a lady allegedly had sex, then saying it was rape and whatnot, and he apologized to his wife, whatnot, and then he and his 13-year-old daughter died. That's a shame. So I don't know. You could connect it all in there, you know, like Tupac. You know, like that's another conspiracy theory where like that's another one where he went to prison for rape, and I analyzed that, and it basically like, and even the lady in real rape is fucking, that's intolerable. But it seemed like from the, and I don't want to think it, but I know that these are real things to where like the lady who claimed it with him and these other guys, like I guess like really like even the guy interviewing them, like I was watching an interview with her and I was like oh shit, I was like, oh, she's on there, she's talking about it, and I don't know, I don't know, it didn't seem like it was legit, like a setup. And then when people say that like setups don't happen, that's total bullshit. Either you're not smart enough to know that shit's real, or you do that shit yourself, so you don't want people thinking that shit's real, or whatever the psychology of it is why you want to deny it. But then that guy got shit on, right? Let me just be honest with you. He got shot in the balls and everything else after that. Then he got shot at in front of the Mike Tyson fight. Mike Tyson, another guy that got set up with Mrs. Rhode Island, right? So, a lot of setups. It's pretty sad, So, anyways, yeah. So with Charles Manson and anyways, yeah. So let's jump around, jump up, and get down with these conversations. Where we're going with it. So so let me get this here. So we got Operation Paperclip, which basically means is that like at the end of World War II, right? Which is interesting history, like when you look at the whole thing. Like, so most of the scientists came to this country. A lot of them went to Russia, and in both countries, they both started their science programs, space programs, and whatnot, everything. And then wherever else they went, and boom, and of course, everyone, we all in society help out here, but let's just give history what it is. I mean, that's what happened. So, but when they came here and there, like when they went over there, they had to become Russian. When the other ones came over here, they had to become American. It wasn't like, so like that. Okay, and then they came over here, and then it's all about, rebuilding America and keeping it safe and whatnot. So anyways, that's an interesting piece of history too. Like I said, where I was reading a lot about, yeah. So the Nazis did what they did. They invaded all of Europe and then went to Russia. They fucked up. They didn't bring winter coats, so they could have made it, but they didn't. And then a lot of them got taken into the POW camps, never to be seen again. A lot of them was sent back. Then they had a whole ceremony in Russia, like showing, like, burning the flag, the Nazi flags and everything. So they're getting rid of Nazi completely.